In this video, we're going to show you how to make a yoke style steering wheel using all the wrong methods with a lot of trial and error. First, you may ask why. Well, my car has limited seat adjustment as well as limited steering column adjustments. This really limits the field of view for the gauges. Besides, if Tesla does it, doesn't that make it cool? First, I designed a yoke style steering wheel in CAD. I did measure the overall width that I thought I wanted, as well as a grip diameter. My initial thought was to make this out of steel tubing. When you're drawing it up, make sure you use bends that are impossible to bend. You'll see here at this corner, this has a radius that is too tight for any traditional bender. This other bend is so gradual it is also uncommon for traditional benders. So my thought was to get really thin-walled steel tubing so that I could try and bend it. You'll see that this creates problems later on. The center webbing, I measured out the center hole spot as well as the screw locations to match up with my Momo style steering wheel adapter. I also put in bends. This will allow the steering wheel to project out, as many steering wheels do, and give the correct distance for things like turn signals. So I designed a part and had it made. So we're doing some unboxing. This will be the center of the steering wheel. And I've got two, just in case I mess one up, which is likely. All right, I'm kind of making a support block. I'm thinking that if I can hold the bar, so my first bend is gonna be right here. So if I can hold the bar steady, I'm gonna just kind of bend it against this. This will give it a little bit of support. All right, time to try something ill-advised. So to make that bend, I tried just the lever arm and had somebody sit on the other side, and basically it's just enough force to bend it that's not gonna work. So my next thought is I'm gonna use these kind of like one of those 3-point bend things. So that middle one will be my bend block. These ones will support it. And then my thought is I'll just kind of lower the lift down with that bend block in place. And then hopefully just the weight of the lift will kind of give enough to bend it. Well, let's give it a try. Okay, I've got things roughly in place. I'm gonna lower the lift now and see if it'll bend at all or if we need more force. Yeah, not quite enough. I've also got this piece of steel tubing that happens to fit just like really close on the outside. So again, my thought is this is what I'll use as kind of a lever arm to bend up these sections here. All right, here's my precise plan. So I've got this hole drilled out that's the exact size, like 1.25 inches. And my thought is, so I've got this piece made here like this. And so I'm gonna clamp against this side here, so maybe up against my lift or something. So that'll be nice and flat, and then I'll get a bar, kind of a cantilever, to kind of bend that right up against this block here. Okay, this is attempt 3. I'm just using the floor and the weight of the lift to kind of keep things still, and then I'll see if I can move it or if it still kind of slips around. Well, we just broke our wood, and even that, the column was twisting. So, I don't know, I'll keep thinking. So this is the desired shape. And because I don't have a good way to bend this, especially these abrupt curves here, I'm gonna have to slit the tube into several sections and then kind of bend it and weld it back together. And I thought I could probably just do this gentle bend in some other fashion, but not finding that I can do that, so I think I'll just do the same thing here. I made these paper templates
to help me know what notch size I need to cut out. I then tape them onto my metal piece, and I kind of space them so that that notch and this notch match up with my paper template here. So my plan is I will drill little holes here and big holes here, and then I will just kind of saw out and connect things. Here we are with all the notches cut out. So let's see if this can go according to plan. We'll go ahead and bend this up and see if it roughly matches the shape we want.
So at this point, I'm realizing that my slots are too large. The reason for that is I did a 2D template onto a 3D tube. Although the template was at the desired angle, not accounting for the diameter of the tube resulted in having the slots too large.
Well, it matches the pattern. The only thing is I made these slots a little larger than I desired. So we'll see how the welding goes. This might be a test piece, but might give me some practice on filling up gaps.
So remember at the beginning of the video where I said thin wall tubing would be a problem later on? Yeah, trying to weld thin wall tubing, especially where you got large gaps, is not easy. However, I was able to finally get things welded together.
I tried several different sanding methods, kind of flap disc, Dremel, kind of had a sanding wheel and the drill press. I've got this cleaned up, I think, as much as I can. I need to chop off that one kind of at the same place as this one, and I'll probably do a couple things to get this ready for paint. Here it is after some sanding. So I think this really helps just kind of smooth it out. Again, this will all be under a wrap, but just wanted to get it looking nice before we paint it. We got it painted, so we'll let this kind of cure up, and then I also got to put on a clear coat, but then I'm going to start attaching the wrap. So I've got a wrap for this. I ordered some end caps that go on here. So I'll probably put some adhesive or epoxy on there, put those in, and that will complete that. I also have some wrap material, so we'll start working on that. I did what they call baseball stitch, and here those are kind of some false stitches just wrapped around. So got this kind of all wrapped and tight. So next I'll kind of figure out how to terminate these and put on those caps. All right, I'm getting ready to put these end caps on. I'm just going to put a little dab of this black adhesive sealant, so I'll kind of keep them in place. And there might be just a little bit of a transition, so I might just kind of smear some around to kind of have it be an even transition. Then I'll kind of mount the horn. I think we'll be about there.
Ready to try. Gonna see if it works. That is so cool. So I got the caps on, all stitched up. Again, I'm really liking it. I've got the right distance kind of for turn signals and things. Really, really pleased. All right. Let's turn in the wheels. And great view of the gauge cluster. I'm really liking this. I'll have to give it a drive. So this is the old steering wheel, new steering wheel. And they're quick release, so I can just swap them back and forth. Thanks for watching all the way to the end. For more content, please subscribe. See you next time.